The WNBA tried to capitalize on her popularity and crammed a lot of games in over a short amount of time, playing against the best teams in the WNBA.
Those relative season tickets now?
I mean, we might have to.
Those are pretty expensive.
We'll make sure the Fever gets working on that.
Our salaries, it's like our entire salary.
Moments ago, a single remark laid bare one of the biggest ironies in professional women's basketball. The WNBA has never been more popular, more talked about, or raking in bigger crowds. Yet its top star revealed she can't afford something fans assume comes without question. That statement didn't just go viral. It reignited the long-standing Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese debate, pulled veteran voices like Dan Patrick into the mix, and set off another media firestorm. Tonight, we break down what Caitlin Clark really meant, why Angel Reese keeps getting dragged into this, and how one line could change the conversation about WNBA pay forever.
It's like our entire salary to get those. I'm not kidding.
We'll have someone work on that.
Yeah,
Let's get one thing straight. Caitlin Clark didn't just join the WNBA, she changed the game's visibility almost overnight. The numbers don't lie. This season, 16 of the 18 most-watched WNBA games featured Clark. One Indiana Fever matchup alone pulled in 2.2 million viewers, figures the league rarely even touched before her arrival. Tickets started selling out, jerseys flew off shelves, and big-name corporate deals rolled in. For the first time in years, the league had exactly what critics claimed it lacked: lasting mainstream attention.
Clark now has the rookie record, the history of the WNBA, as she's now going to try to set the all-time record, but 12...
Then came the moment that flipped everything on its head. During what should have been a lighthearted media chat, Fever guard Lexi Hall was asked if she'd buy season tickets for her family. Caitlin Clark chimed in, half joke, half truth, and said something no superstar is ever expected to admit publicly.
Have featured Caitlin Clark. So you cannot deny the connectivity of Caitlin Clark playing basketball and people wanting to watch. If she's playing, they will come, they will
watch. That one sentence revealed a financial truth most fans never think about. Caitlin Clark's rookie WNBA salary is still under six figures. The entire Indiana Fever payroll clocks in at roughly $1.2 to $2 million, less than what a single-seasoned NBA player makes. In that instant, a league reveling in record growth had to confront a tough question. Where is all the money really going?
Making really peanuts, Dan. When meanwhile, this is the reason why everybody's tuning into the WNBA. Caitlin Clark, just on her own, making $76,000 a year, which, I mean, she's making tons of other money in endorsements. But when you look at male athletes, something that I think a lot of them tend to make a habit of is they say, okay, I'm going to spend my paycheck or my salary rather, and I'm going to use that to fund my lifestyle. And I'm going to set aside my endorsement money. I'm going to put that in the bank. I'm going to invest that money. But for these WNBA players, if all you're making is $76,000, you got to dig into those endorsement dollars to fund a lifestyle, about a lavish lifestyle. I'm just talking about a normal lifestyle, which costs even more these days, thanks to.
His point wasn't meant to dismiss. It was about the structure. Endorsements are never guaranteed, but salaries are supposed to be. When a player's pay can't consistently cover basic professional needs, travel, family support, recovery, the system is clearly broken. That insight sent shockwaves through sports media, but the reaction didn't end there.
WNBA is becoming popular enough to increase salaries. You know, that's what the NBA does, and the NFL. They increase their salary cap. One of the things that's interesting, the financials of the Indiana Fever, I don't know if you saw this, but there's a 1,193% increase in jersey sales with the Indiana Fever because of Kate.
Almost instantly, the discussion took a familiar turn. Caitlin Clark's name triggered comparisons, and once again, Angel Reese got dragged into a debate she never initiated. By any objective measure, Reese's rookie season has been stellar. Double-doubles, physical dominance, genuine defensive impact. But media narratives rarely let talent coexist. Instead, they insist on a contrast. Clark as the superstar savior, Reese as the counterpoint. And neither portrayal is truly fair.
going to continue to see like 2000. This is a big deal in Indiana. 225% increase in corporate partnerships. You know, every season ticket is sold out. Listen to this one. Concession sales. I like this one in particular, Charlie. 2,826 gallons of beer have been sold.
Wow.
Draft beer. That's an increase of 740%. Hot dog sales up 300.
This isn't a rivalry the players created. Caitlin Clark has consistently praised her fellow rookies, and Angel Reese has kept the focus on her own game. The tension comes from somewhere else: sports media incentives. Debate gets clicks. Conflict drives engagement. So rather than asking why both rookies aren't being properly compensated, the conversation gets warped into a contest over who deserves more.
Entire Fever payroll is $1.2 million.
Less.
That is less than the minimum salary for a single NBA player with a year's experience. So the women have the headlines, they have the fans, they have the viewers. When the hell are they going to get paid?
Here's the part that rarely gets attention. Since Caitlin Clark arrived, the Indiana Fever have seen huge spikes in ticket sales, jersey sales, corporate deals, and even concession revenue. The demand is real. The viewership is real. But the current collective bargaining agreement, signed in 2020, caps how fast salaries can grow. That deal lasts through 2027, meaning players are generating massive value today while their pay remains years behind the growth they're driving.
Mitchell was huge in that fourth quarter. You and her combined for 10 threes. How important of a role did she play in closing this game out?
Chelsea was awesome. I mean, she just steps up in big moments. That's just what she's done. She's done it all year, and I'm really happy.
Caitlin Clark wasn't seeking sympathy. She wasn't whining. She did something far more powerful. She spoke the truth publicly. And when stars speak truth, the system feels the pressure. Her remark wasn't just about her own paycheck. It was for every player without major endorsement deals. The ones who don't sell out arenas but still show up night after night, carrying the league forward.
A sensational rookie from the Indiana Fever who continues to be box office. Clark and the Fever currently lead the WNBA in average game attendance and per game TV view.
The next few seasons could shape the WNBA's future. New TV deals are on the horizon. Players are paying close attention, and fans are finally asking the questions that matter. Caitlin Clark didn't break the system. She exposed it. Her confidence is undeniable, and she's been a game changer for her team. This story was never about Clark versus Reese. It's about players pushing back against outdated economics. And no matter if you root for Iowa, LSU, Chicago, or Indiana, one thing is clear: the WNBA has arrived. Now the league must decide if it's ready to pay like it has. Even before playing a single professional minute, Caitlin Clark had already transformed women's basketball culture through her historic college career. Her scoring range, fierce competitiveness, and composure under pressure drew millions of new viewers who had rarely watched women's basketball before. By the time the Indiana Fever drafted her, the league wasn't hoping for growth. It was bracing for impact. And that impact hit immediately. Fever games became national events. TV broadcasts featuring Clark consistently ranked among the most-watched WNBA games of the season, with multiple matchups surpassing the million-viewer mark, a milestone the league had rarely reached before. Attendance followed suit. Home arenas filled, road arenas sold out, and for the first time in years, teams had to move games to larger venues to meet demand. Yet while the public celebrated a league finally arriving, the financial framework beneath it remained largely unchanged. The WNBA still operates under a collective bargaining agreement signed in 2020, long before the surge in popularity. That deal, which runs through 2027, caps salary growth and ties player pay to revenue models built for a much smaller audience. The result? The league's most visible season ever is being played under financial rules designed for a different era. And this tension came to light during what should have been a routine media moment.